Hi, I'm Miranda Valentine, editor of the lifestyle blog Everything Sounds Better in French, and today I'm going to show you how to salt an eggplant. So typically you'll find in almost any recipe when you're cooking with eggplant, whether you're roasting it, whether you're baking it, whether you're grilling it, whether you're sauteing it, you want to salt it first. And we salt it because by doing so it draws out any of the bitter juices, and it also prevents the eggplant from not absorbing too much olive oil, particularly important when we're grilling it, right? So easy enough to do. I have half of an eggplant here, peeled, cleaned, and chopped, and I've laid it out here on a baking sheet, and I have some parchment paper underneath to catch my salt. And so I'm just going to, obviously make sure it's spread so that I have equal, even surface area for everything, so everything will get equally salted. I'm using a coarse kosher salt here. You can use whatever you like. And just depending upon how much, obviously, eggplant you have, you're just going to make sure that it's just covered. Now don't worry if there's a ton of salt here because you're actually going to rinse it off after. So this is really just to absorb and pull out. So just get it nice and covered. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so this is lovely. I'm going to transfer it to a colander now because it's actually going to sit in my colander for about an hour to really, as I said, draw out all of any bitter juice, that sort of thing, and get the anti-absorption process going. You'll start to notice that some liquid might start to bead on the top, not always, but sometimes. And then after an hour's passed, we're just going to rinse it off, pat it dry, and we'll be ready to go. So let's transfer it to our colander. Okay, so it's been an hour. I've already rinsed off my eggplant, so the salt is gone. That's where the colander comes in handy so much. I just, rinsed it out right in the kitchen sink. So I have it here. I'm going to lay it back on this baking dish that I originally salted it on, and I have these layers of paper towels. So I'm just gonna, I don't want to have wet eggplant, so I'm just gonna sort of just press it and just get any excess moisture off. And then once I'm done with this, we will be ready to move on to whatever your recipe calls for. I can saute it, I can grill it, I can bake it, whatever my eggplant loving heart desires. So I'm just pressing in, so you'll see obviously that it's, absorbing some of this excess moisture. So just press, press, press. We don't need this to be super dry or anything. Of course, it never will be because eggplant in its natural state is a little bit wet. Okay, fantastic. So I've just sort of blotted it. The salt is gone, but now also hopefully so are some of those bitter juices, and this will not absorb too much of the olive oil that I plan to slather it in. And there you have it. That is how you salt an eggplant. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. And if there's something that you want to learn how to make, send me an email at requests@mahalo.com. And don't forget to check out our other great videos.